All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the community call for the Inner Circle for December 2025. So this is officially the last community call of the year. I might do another one just because later near Christmas or between Christmas and New Year. We'll see, depending on what's happening, what's going on. Might be just for extra support. I mean, I'm sure we can all use some extra support right during the holidays. So I'm probably going to do another one, another call for the community um, later this month. And also, please do look at some of the short videos, like under 3 minutes. I think they'll be also helpful. I'm going to be doing a few more this week and next week. And if you have a request for one of those, let me know. Right. So today there was something I was going to say. I don't know, but uh, I don't know. I guess there's been a lot of changes, lots of technical stuff happening the past couple of weeks. So I think I've had to create a whole new website. Some of you may be aware of that, some of you may not be, but so that's taken up a lot of time and energy. And I've lost more gray. I've lost more hair, or more of my hair has turned gray because of it. But I just realized there's still two more pages that I need to do. So if any of you are looking for the gifts page, um, yeah, I realize I need to recreate that. So I'll be doing that later today and tomorrow. But it's a big job to recreate a whole website with lots of pages, etc. So the old special offer pages are no longer there because that's just way too much work to recreate all of them. But on the specials page of the new website, there's a link to the video you can watch again, and then there's just brief descriptions of the packages, and you can buy the packages directly from that page if you wanted to. But it's been a lot of work, so it is what it is. So today we're gonna do healing, of course, like always. I'm assuming that's what you all like um, from me. I don't know anymore, but I'm assuming that is what you all like. So that's what I like. For myself, is to do healing calls. So we're going to do healing, and then we're also going to do some diamond DNA activations within the healing call as well. So, like always, I always ask you, if you have a specific healing request, put it in the chat, and please limit it to one item per person. So that way, we can make sure that everything is done without being rushed. I don't like rushing, and just to have more ease, right? And when it comes to healing, it's like we don't want to overburden our system with too many things, right, at once. Um, that's why we do these every month. So you have a time to integrate and process the healing, if you're willing to receive it. Okay. So definitely if you have water handy, that's great. If not, you can still go get it. It's always helpful. All right, so let's get started. And it's December now, December 1st. So it's like last month of this year, but already things have started shifting because we are no longer in, I think Mercury and Saturn have both gone direct. So yay, hallelujah. I'm really happy about that. So I'm sure you can all also feel the shift in the energy, right? For yourself. So things are starting to get unstuck, maybe. So things are starting to move a little bit more in your life. The energy is moving, etc. Right? So just focus on that. Focus on the change, the movement, the transformation. Don't focus on what was. I was saying to somebody just yesterday, it's like focus on moving forward, focus on what you're wanting to wanting to experience, wanting to create, wanting to have in your life instead of focusing on the past. When you focus on the past, it's like you're recreating the energy, the emotion, the story. Um, the cellular memory gets reactivated, right? All that wonderful stuff. So, for those of you who took advantage of the Black Friday sale, thank you, thank you. Um, and I guess that's all I have to say. That's all I got to say for today. So let's get started. I'm warming up, literally warming up. Like I was cold, but so I'm starting to warm up. My hands are still a bit chilly, but as we go, I know I will get hot for sure. To breathe in through your nose to count to four. Breathe out to count to four. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And one more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Be in your heart space. Expand out. See, feel, hear, know, perceive. And golden diamond, they're saying today, pearlescent pillar of light, extending all around you, going all the way down to the heart chakra of Mother Earth, extending all the way up to the heart chakra of the great central sun, continuing on to source. And this pillar of light is a healing chamber of light. And we're just going to ask it to expand out to be as big as the room that you're in, or the apartment, flat, house, property, as big as you want. It can be as big as your neighborhood if you'd like. So this pillar of light is raising the vibration frequency, raising the vibration frequency of your space. And then from source comes down this stream of pure source light, love, energy into this pillar of light, into your body and being, energy field and aura, going deep into your cells, tissues, molecules, particles, and DNA. And this is lighting you up and lightening you up. So the Galactic Healing Collective is present and starting to work with us as a collective, all of us who are here now and who are going to watch or listen later. And so they're just going to start off with transmuting, transforming anything heavy, dense in your field that is ready to come up and out now. So up and out, up and out, up and out, transmuting any lower frequencies, denser frequencies, heavier frequencies into light, into higher vibrational frequency, at least to neutral if possible. So the team is working behind the scenes to continue to clear your energy field and aura, and at the same time, balance, align, upgrade, and clear your chakras, your meridians, your energy field, energy system. To be willing to receive. And of course, you can declare your intention for your healing at any time because we are held in this container, this healing chamber container. So you can state your healing request at any time. If you don't want to put it in the chat, that's fine. So they're starting off by bringing through this spiral of golden light. It's like a golden rainbow light spiraling all around you. And at the same time, as it's spiraling all around you, spiraling is a tough word for me to say. Okay, spiraling all around you, it's starting to heal, heal on a general level, layers in your field. So today they're going to do the regular healing that they always do, the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, on all levels and layers through all lifetimes, spaces, dimensions, and realities, the multidimensional levels. But they're also wanting to focus a little bit on, um, interestingly, they're saying your reactive system. So how you react, when you react, etc. They're working on softening that. But at the same time as they're working on anything in your field, anything with your energy, your emotions, your mental state, etc., as they are working on healing and clearing, they're also bringing through wisdom for you if you're willing to receive it. And wisdom means giving you more of an insight into the way that you function, how you might be reacting or not, and not necessarily why, but just showing you perhaps different situations of where you have reacted, etc., and how maybe you can maybe just seeing it from a different perspective will give you some insight or awareness into how you can react differently moving forward. Okay. So always be willing to receive the wisdom. Because through wisdom comes true change and transformation. So they're working on that for all of us. And they're working on that specifically because a lot of us will be spending time with family and friends during this time. So it's important for us to look at how we are reacting or not, what is healthy and what is not. So at the same time as they're working on the reactions, they're also working on harmony. So there's harmony uh, in your relationships. Okay. Because, the holidays, and we all have different holidays. I'm not going to say what exactly, but there are different holidays. And so we get triggered a lot, right? So they're just wanting to bring that to your awareness that they are working on that with you. So I'm saying with you because um, it's a process that involves you as well. Your effort is not the right word, but your participation. Okay. All right. So there are some physical requests. So healing for hip replacement recovery. So in this, we're going to definitely include the healing for the hip replacement recovery, but we're going to include healing for any type of recovery that you might be doing, experiencing right now. So whether that's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. So I'm just going to make a blanket statement for any physical healing. What they're doing is we are working with um, the Arcturian healing light, healing energies, the Arcturian healing system is what they're calling it, um, as well as the Diamond DNA healing system. So for anything physical, see, feel, hear, or perceive, um, electric blue light, or you can see bandage, but not bandages. Like in some cases, it might be a swath of light. That's a new word, swath. Okay. Or you might see the whole area being wrapped in this electric blue green healing light. So with the Arcturians, they have at the beginning, months ago, years ago, whatever, they had started with just electric blue, and then they added the green. And so today they're adding in pink as well. So electric blue, green, and pink healing lights, healing energy, healing frequencies for anything physical. So at the same time, we're going to run a diamond DNA activation for physical well-being, physical healing, recovery. We talked about the hip. Um, we're also going to include in the physical healing the feet. So the feet, you would think are very strong and sturdy, but the feet are very sensitive. Um, there's a lot of bones in the feet, and that's what they're telling me. So when it comes to the feet, you might see both of your feet, and I'm going to include in here feet and ankles. Um, feet, ankles, toes, and the heel as well. For folks that may be having some issues with any of those parts of the foot. I know ankle is a little bit above, but I still consider that part of the foot. And so in this case, you might see the whole foot being like wearing a booty of electric blue, green, and pink light booty. Okay, that goes above the ankle. And so as this is working, and this is for the hip as well, but also for the feet, is going to help with stability and yeah, mostly stability, but also at the same time moving forward. And someone's asking for physical balance. So they're working on that, bringing more. And in this case, it's not necessarily grounding that's required, but it's a balancing of the right side of the body, the left side of the body, the front of the body, the back of the body, the top of the body, and below the body. So balancing all of that so that your body is in harmony and is that you are in harmony with the planet, with Gaia Sophia. And so they're working on that for anybody. And so for that one's too, they're working on interestingly, they're working on the whole spine. So you might feel you may not, so it's okay, but you might feel electricity going up and down your spine. Um it's like eh, okay, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. So as the electricity is going up and down your spine, it's kind of like um, in places where there might have been a short circuit of the nerves from the spine outwards, it is re-energizing those nerves. So this could be not just for the balance, but for anybody, re-energizing those nerves so that there's more ease in the body structure and more harmony with the body and the earth. We are here to be like we are here on this planet to be embodied, right? Here on this planet. We are here for that purpose. So it's so important for us to actually want to be here, choose to be here. So you can't have one foot in the higher realms and one foot here. You need to have both feet here. Okay. So we were talking about feet earlier as well, right? But you need to have your whole presence be here. Yes, you can go up and do fun stuff in the Akashics and higher realms and all that stuff, but you need to be accept that you're here. Okay. Okay, so that will continue. So everything that that we're working on is continuing throughout the call. So even though I may move on to another uh, item in the chat, they're still working on everything from the beginning of the call to the end of the call and beyond. Okay, just give us a I'm just going to do the physical first and then I'll come back to do the other stuff. Healing stagnant, tired energy. So what they're telling me in this case is um, around having more vitality in your cells, in your body, in your muscles, in your tissues, in your whole body. So and energy field and aura. So they are uh, so they're pumping you full of energy in this moment. So you might feel like a pumping, 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 pumping kind of energy. You may not, it's okay. But they're pumping you full of energy and they want you to tap on your thymus to get that activated. Um, so they're saying either tap on your thymus or you can just tap on your thighs as well or stamp your feet to get that energy activated. They're filling you up, everybody. They're filling all of us up with vitality and more energy. It's kind of like waking up your mitochondria, is what they're saying, is what they're doing. They're waking up your mitochondria. So let's also run a diamond DNA activation for that. So for more vitality, for more energy, for more oomph. So I don't know what oomph, but they're more oomph. And they're using this actual action. Oomph. So you might want to do that as well. Okay. So if you start to feel anything in your uh, feet or knees or your body, again, just um, stomp your feet a little bit. I think that's what I said, or like pat your thighs a little bit to get the. It's not about getting the blood flowing; it's get the energy moving. And so we're also going to run a diamond DNA activation for motivation. And so this is for physical motivation as well as mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever, whatever type of motivation you need. Just gonna run that right now. So in this moment, if you believe that you are receiving a diamond DNA activation for motivation, that also means that if you believe it, if you receive it, then there's some action on your part that you have to take, right? Because if you believe you have more motivation, energy, then that means you got to do something. You got to use that energy. If you have more vitality, you got to use that energy to keep it going, to keep it. It's kind of like a, it's kind of like a motor. You're showing me something like a motor that with momentum, it keeps going. But if you stop, then okay, yeah, interesting. They're showing me, the pedals of a bike, right? So I'm not a bike rider. But you know how sometimes if you pedal too fast, sometimes you like you can keep pedaling, 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 you're using your feet, you're pedaling, but then if you suddenly move your feet away from the pedals, the pedal still keeps going to a point, then it'll stop. So then you got to get back and pedal, right? So that's kind of what they're showing me, if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense, okay? Okay, so I just did energy. Exhaustion is same, not necessarily the same thing, but pretty much the same thing. So we already did physical healing overall, but we'll do exhaustion. We'll run a diamond DNA activation for exhaustion, physical exhaustion, mental exhaustion, emotional exhaustion. I don't think I've ever heard of spiritual exhaustion, but yes, I can, yes, definitely spiritual exhaustion as well. And she's saying praying for quality sleep and rest. So, I'm not a big proponent of taking any medicines if I can help it. But and I never, I've not had good sleep all my life. But at one point, I started taking melatonin, and it's like, it was okay. And then when I was going through some health challenges this summer, my doctors suggested I take some sleeping pills, really light dose. So I did, and even what he gave me, I cut in half. It was even less, but I finally was able to sleep. Now I haven't taken those sleeping pills in weeks. for myself, and I'm still sleeping well. So sometimes we do need a little bit of medical intervention just to get us over the hump, right? But of course, if you, and because this is going to go on YouTube later, I'm not a medical professional at all anyway. I'm just sharing my experiences. And if you do have any physical, mental, emotional, spiritual issues going on, please see a professional. Okay. But sometimes you do need some help from medicine just to get you over a hump, to get you back up to a level that you can then start functioning properly. So that's just thought I'd share that. All right, so teeth, that's an interesting one. And I know a lot of people have been having issues with their teeth lately. Um, so again, with the teeth, they usually the Arcturians usually work with a gel, um, that they put around all the teeth, front and back, top and bottom, and the top of the teeth and bottom of the teeth. And so again, this is a blue, green, pink healing gel. So they're replacing it also on the gums, top and bottom, back and front as well. For anybody who is interested in healing for teeth, that has been going on for quite a few people and lately. Okay, so inflammation and high cholesterol. So the Galactic Healing Team is going to work with your blood levels, glucose level, and this is for everybody. So it's not just for the person asking for this one thing, but they're just mentioning they're working with blood levels, glucose levels, um, just basically harmonizing the fluids and the hormones in your body to be the optimal level for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna go up a little bit and again, we were talking a lot about physicals, but you know, uh, as they're working on the physical, they're also working on the emotional, mental, and spiritual levels as well. And so, even though the Arcturians mostly, for me, anyways, help with the physical stuff, the Pleiadians and the Syrians, mm, and other members of the Galactic Healing Collective also work with your emotional body and your mental body and your spiritual body. And so, what they're also wanting to you to um, focus on is, I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself, but that's okay, is to let go of the past. So let go of the past energies the best you can. So don't hold on to the stories and energies of the past when it comes to not being able to move forward or being stuck or not being motivated or procrastinating. Let go of that story. That was the past. That was, 2 minutes ago. Now, in this moment, what do you want to focus on, right? So we already talked about motivation. We already talked about vitality. Um, we already talked about stuckness and moving forward. So I'm not going to repeat all that kind of stuff again. But let's also bring in some healing for peace within us and for the planet. So for peace, they're working specifically with your heart chakra, opening up your heart chakra to to recognize the peace that is within. So they want you to recognize the peace that is already there, but they're going to bring in some frequencies of peace as well. So we're going to run a diamond DNA activation for peace. And they want you to imagine, see, feel, hear, know, perceive a shower of peace raining down on you. But this shower of peace that's raining down on you is um as this shower of peace hits you, it kind of like uh, not brings you peace, but it brings awareness to you of what peace is for you. It brings you recognition of what peace is for you. So as they are bringing in the shower of peace, it's awakening and helping you to recognize that peace that's already there. So it because peace is always there within you, but we can't access it because we're focusing on other things. They want you to just be in your heart space and perceive that peace, feel that peace, recognize that peace, be that peace. Right? And for the planet, so you can see the planet's energy, um, atmosphere, aura around the planet, and see, feel, hear, know, perceive, and imagine it being showered with peace as well. Okay. And so they're saying for the planet, they're saying not showered, drenched, drenched in peace. So let's also just do a quick DNA activation for sleep, calm, and rest. And so this is mostly you're gonna perceive it in your head, in your mind. It is the mind that is keeping you awake. It's the mind that is keeping you feeling uneasy, anxious, not able to rest. Okay, so somebody was asking for easy transition to new career. So we're going to just say easy transition anywhere in your life. So it could be a new career, it could be a new house, it could be a new relationship, it could be a new project, it could be, new anything, right? So this is about being being calm, being in harmony with the new, moving from the old to the new, moving from what is known to the unknown. And at the same time, as you are focusing on an easy transition, it's important to visualize, see, imagine how you would like that new area to be for you, how you want to be in that new position, a new place, whatever it happens to be. So everyone just keep breathing, stay in your heart space, see what's coming up, allow whatever's coming up to come up, receive the wisdom, receive the insights. So as there's always uh, new challenges, there's always so-called problems, etc. But it's how you react to them, how you move through them that shows your growth, your character, your transformation. Can you go with the flow? Can you be calm and filled with ease? Can you be an observer and a witness to what is happening? And again, when we were talking about reacting earlier, it's about instead of reacting, can you come from a place of just observer and witness, non-judgmental observer and witness? Can you come from a place of compassion for yourself and for those around you, especially at this time? So we're going to run a Diamond DNA activation for what exactly? More ease at this time, ease in all areas of your life. Also for compassion, for you, for your body, for your life, for your relationships, for those around you, for your journey. Let's also fill you up with generosity, generosity of spirit. Hmm. So they're all also working on, I don't like the term cutting cords, but that's what they're using because they know that's what you all can resonate with pretty well. Cutting cords to old stories, old relationships, old energies, old patterns, old habits that are ready to be changed and transformed, ready to be up leveled, ready to be upgraded. I heard a phrase recently. Somebody said, "This is my personality. This is who I am," as a explanation for um, how she behaves, etc., how she reacts, the things she says, etc. But you know, that will stay keep you stuck in that identification and that personality uh, mask. So be willing to look at yourself, be willing to change your personality, be willing to change who you are so that you can continue to move forward with ease and grace and joy in life. Are you willing to change the patterns that are not working? And it's up to you to recognize what's working and what's not. Right, so they're just bringing in um, healing for that. Those of you who are ready to change your patterns, change your habits, change your identification with your personality, with who you are, if it's not working for you. So take a deep breath and hold and release. When you're ready, and bring your energy, attention, focus all the way down to the heart center of Mother Earth, Gaia Sophia. We're going to anchor in all the healing, change, and transformation. We're going to embody all the healing, change, and transformation. And we'll come back up to your heart space. And before we finish, what they're asking is if you could send from your heart space unconditional love, light, and blessings to everybody who is here live and everyone else who's going to watch later, and also to our beautiful planet. Just send unconditional love, light, and blessings. Good. And just put your hands on your heart chakra, middle of your chest, and just say thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so grateful. We're so grateful. We are so grateful. Good. And just wiggle your toes and fingers and open your eyes whenever you're ready. Drink some water. Okay, how's everyone doing? Everyone okay? Mm. Awesome, thank you. So I will have the recording out in a little while. I'll have the recording out in a little while. So definitely listen to it. You can listen to it again today, or if you want to wait till tomorrow, that's fine too. Awesome. Just watch, observe, what's changing, what is different, and know that something is always changing. Something is always different. Okay. And let's see. And we'll be back tomorrow. We have a live show tomorrow, so I hope to see you then. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, I know, Tina. It's so annoying. Tina says, notice your hand raise kept going on and off, even with your hands not near. Yeah, it's the it's just Zoom doing its thing. Awesome. Great. So glad you're all doing wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Again, you can go back and watch and listen again. I'm also going to post it on YouTube a little bit later, so you can catch it there. And the Diamond DNA activations that I've already done, there's four of them that are on YouTube. They're under shorts. So, uh, please do watch that. Oh, thank you, Tina. I'm good. So Tina says was going to ask, what do you need also? I'm good. Just, blessings. It's always good. Since the hand was being raised. Yeah, so I was receiving the healing as well. So, but no, I'm good. Thank you. All right, everyone. So thank you. Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all so much love and blessings. Bye for now.